Hi everyone, this is the cello video for Instinct, and I'll be playing first all the way through, and there may be some weird kind of me reaching through because I'm on a computer. I have to kind of click through on the music, but I'll be playing all the way through with the metronome first. This is at 100 beats per minute. It's a little bit slower than what our professional recording of Instinct is. But I'll be posting that link also in the blog. Sorry, I'll be posting it in the blog for you to also follow along. And because we're on YouTube, you can also mess around with the speed of the video just a little bit. And you can play along with me, or you can also play along with the recording that I'll post, and you can slow it down at 75% or 50% and play through with all of the orchestra that way. But this is, again, just the cellos for all 4 schools. Remember, you all have one cello part, so it's the same part for everybody. We should all be really comfortable from measure 5 all the way through measure 22 maybe. Some of us made it just a little bit further, most of us didn't. But again, like I said, I'll play all the way through first, and then what we'll do is I'm going to break it down all the way through to the end of the song. So I'll be explaining what those squiggly line means and those diamond heads mean, and so yeah, we're hopefully going to get through. Again, this is I'll be showing you, but I'm trying to keep it under 30 minutes because I already did 2 videos before this. And so you can pause this video, you can go back, you can practice with whatever it is that you need. If you don't need me going over 21 to the end, then you can just play along with me at the beginning, right? Or if you do need me, then you can watch through all the video, take it chunk by chunk. You don't have to watch the whole thing in one sitting if you don't want to. You can spread it out, and then once you figure everything out, then you can go back to the beginning of the video and play along with me. So, and if you, again, like I said, if you already know what you're doing, you can play along with the recording. Just slow it down just a little bit if you want to, okay? Here's measure 5. I'll be putting on a metronome just so that we know how fast exactly we want to go. Here's the metronome. There we go. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Woo. Okay. That was the first time I actually read through and played it on cello. Played on my violin, but not on cello. So here we go. Let's break this down just a little bit. I'm going to keep this metronome on just because I don't want to turn it off and turn it back on. So let's go back to measure 21. This is where, like I explained before, this is where the parts kind of split, right? So for cellos, you're no longer playing with the violins anymore. You kind of have your own rhythm kind of going on, okay? So it's very important that we know whether we're playing a short note or a long note. Now, if the note is filled in, right, if it's a solid note, then that's a short note. But if it's hollow, then that's a long note, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to do two things. First round through, we're going to air bow, and we're going to say short and long. Second round, we're going to air bow and say the note names, and then we're going to actually play it. Now, once we get to the measure 38 or so, then I'll kind of stand up and show you what I'm doing, but we're only going to work right now for 21, 22, 23, and 24, okay? So we're going to stop at the end of 24. So here we go. Ready? Air bowing. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest, rest. Short, short, long, long. Short, 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 long, long. Okay? Again, you can stop this video, pause it, whatever it is that you need to do. If you want to go over that again, just go back, right? If you are really having trouble with just the short and the longs, work on that first, okay? Whatever it is that you need to do to really get this right, do that, okay? You have the luxury of doing it at home now. So there we go. Here we go. Let's say the note names. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest, rest. E, F sharp, G, A, G, F sharp, E, D, E, E. Okay, let's play it. Ready? E. Get set up. 1, 2, E. Go. Rest, rest. Now notice what I did. You have E, F sharp, G, and then A. So what I did is I put down that G, E, G, and then what I do is I kind of roll my fingers over so that I'm not touching the A string, and I play the A string, and then I roll them back so I can play that G again. My fingers are already in that position, so I don't have to move anywhere. I can just roll back and forth, right? I'm lifting my elbow just a little bit more, and I'm going from flattish fingers to the very, very tips of my fingers, right? And then I'm playing the A string, and then I'm just going, playing that A string. Right. Violin 2s had this a lot. So they're going from the A string back to the G, going from A to G, A to G, and it's kind of hard. It's something called a string crossing, and so if that's kind of tripping you up just a little bit, then practice it, because it is kind of tricky, okay, especially for a beginner. So if you're getting a little bit frustrated, just keep trying, okay, because it is a little hard. So again, 21. Get set up, right? And 1, 2, 21. Rest, rest. That was it. Okay, 25. 25? Yeah, 25. 1, 2, 25. Rest, rest. Short, short. Long, 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 long. Short, 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 short. Okay? Now, again, this is nothing like what the violins have, okay? So, if you really do get the chance to play along with the recording, after we do this, after we figure all of this out, then I would highly suggest it, because I want you to listen to what your part sounds like with the rest of them, because that's the tricky part. I know that most of you can read these notes and rhythms all by yourselves, but putting it together with the violin part, then that's tricky. If you can also, you can also go and click on the violin 1 part just for the fun of it, and play along with me, but do your own part, and hear what it sounds like with the violin 1. Okay. If I have time, which I don't think I will, I can I don't think I'll have 10, so never mind. Okay, I won't even promise it. So here we go, 25, okay? We just did short, short, and long. Let's do the note names. Ready? 25, 1, 2, 25, rest, rest, F sharp, G, A, B, 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 A, G, F sharp. Okay, let's put it together. Here we go. And 1, 2, F sharp, and rest, rest. Yeah, one more time. See, even I have some trouble putting down that G and getting it out of the way, right? So we need to make sure that we are preparing those fingers before we actually make it there. We need to hover right above, okay? So let's try it again. 1, 2, 25, rest, rest. That was it, okay? Now let's put 21 all the way through 28 together, okay? So this is 21. And 1, 2, 21, rest, rest. Rest, rest. That was it. I don't know if you noticed, I kind of did a weird thing. I kept my fourth finger there because I knew I wanted to play it in tune and I wanted to get there in time. So I left these two fingers. I left these two fingers right there. And what I did is I moved my first finger over to the A string. And I played that B, but I had this G ready to go. So that's really tricky to do. And it might take you a little while, but if you can figure that out, that'd be so awesome to do. So if you can kind of walk this finger over to the next string, just get it, go like that, and then go back to the G string, that'd be super awesome. So let's do 29. Ready? 29 all the way to the end of 32. And 1, 2, 29. Long, long, short, short, rest, rest. Long, short, 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 long. Okay? Note names. And 1, 2, note names go. E, E, F sharp, G, rest, rest. E, F sharp, G, A, G, F sharp. Okay, let's put it together. E. And 1, 2, 29. Rest, rest. One more time. 29. 1, 2, and 29. Rest, rest. Okay, all right. 33, all the way to the end of 36. Ready? 1, 2, 33. Long, long, short, short, rest, rest. Short, 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 long, long. Note names. 1, 2, note names go. E, E, F sharp, G, rest, rest. A, G, F sharp, E, D, E. Okay. Let's play it. Starting on an E. 1, 2, E, and. Rest, rest. One more time. This time I'll tell you to tunnel. So tunnel during that A, right? Tunnel. So roll, roll and tunnel. So you can play that A. 1. Ready? On the E. 1, 2, ready, E. Tunnel and. Sorry, I hit my G string. Anyways, let's go on. Let's connect those two pieces. Let's try from 21 all the way to the end of 36. Okay, here we go. 21. Remember, we start off with rests. Okay? And 21. 1, 2, 21. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Okay? Now, if you didn't catch that, that's okay, right? You can go back, stop it, go slower, whatever it is that you need to do, okay? This is the trickiest part of the whole song. So from 21 all the way to 36, I think that's the trickiest part, and that's true for everybody actually. So as soon as you get through that part, you really figure it out, you're really feeling confident on it, then after that it's pretty easy, pretty smooth sailing, okay? So we got to that measure 37. This is the rest, right? You guys are the only ones who have only 4 beats of rest. Violin 1s have 3 measures of rest. Violin 2s have 2 measures of rest. You guys have 1 measure of rest, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you start right away. Now, this part is tremolo, which is moving your bow quickly back and forth. I don't know if I explained this in class. I might have done it at some schools, but here it is. I need to actually kind of stand up for this one. So we have our cello. Hello, cello. So what we're going to do is we're going to be in the upper half of the bow. This is our entire bow. This is about halfway point. We're going to be in the top 1/4 of the bow. And we're actually going to, kind of around here actually. We're going to be around here. We're going to move the bow really, really quickly back and forth. Right? Now, you don't want to do this because it's kind of awkward. Right? You want to do this. And also, if I can fit this in the frame. Yes, I can. Cool. Okay. By the way, I haven't done this before. I haven't had to do this piece before in a video, so bear with me. Here we go. What I'm doing is I'm moving my wrist back and forth really quickly. Actually, with cello, you can move your arm just a little bit. It helps, right? But it's mostly your wrist. Like that, okay? So that's going to take a little bit of getting used to. You can practice just that, okay? Let me get situated again. Sorry. Now, the next part of this song, of this section is the sliding up and down your string. Now, this is the magical word that most of you were trying to figure out what it was. Oh no, my rock stop. No. Gosh. There we go. Okay. The magical word was glissando, okay? So now you know. It's not a secret anymore. Glissando means to slide your finger up and down the string, okay? Now, a lot of you are really good at this, but you're not really good at also tremolo with glissando together, okay? So that might take a little bit of practicing, and you can do that. You can stop the video and just practice that. It counts as practice time. It's kind of annoying, but it still counts. So this glissando you can do on any string you want. But here's the thing. If you want a glissando on your A string, you have to tremolo on your A string as well, okay? And please use your first finger. Cellos, I said first or third finger for violins, but for cello, I want you to use just your first finger, okay? And you can even do your first and second together if you want to have more of strength to kind of push the string down all the way. That's okay, but don't go like this, right? Or yeah, just use these two or use just one, okay? Whatever feels most comfortable, but don't try and do it with your pinky. It's gonna hurt. So let's put it together. Let's do tremolo and glissando up and down. And this is kind of what it sounds like. So I'm gonna do it on the A string. I'm near the tip of the bow. Right? So that's what it sounds like. But the most important part is that we're not gonna do it just for whatever time we want. It's very structured. So we need to do it exactly for 3 measures. So we're gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, rest, rest. And we need to make sure we have a crispy rest at the end, okay? Super crispy rest. You don't want to be that one person who goes into that rest, right? You're still glissandoing up and down the string and everybody is resting. No, not cool. So, here we go. Let's try that tremolo. Again, you can do any string. You can actually do it on the C string if you want to. Which sounds cool, right? I'll do it a couple of times. I have a band-aid on my first finger, and it kind of hurts for me to do it. But anyways, I'll try to do it. Here we go. I'll start on the A string, then I'll move down each string, okay? So this is 38. 1, 2, and 38. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest, rest. And then you get ready to play that other stuff, okay? Here you go. Here it is again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest, rest. Okay? This is G string. And 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest, rest. Okay? And notice how I'm kind of like lifting off my thumb and it's kind of coming to the front of the cello with me. That's okay. Okay? When you're playing, you don't want your thumb sticking out like this. You want it to be right behind and like right in between. But when you're doing this, you can kind of bring it to the front as well. Okay? That was G string, here's C string. And 1, 2, C string. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest, rest. Okay? And notice how sometimes I end up at the top, sometimes I end up at the bottom. It really doesn't matter. It just kind of depends on how fast you're going. And if you end up going fast or if you end up going slow, if you only make it to the top and then you're done, then that's fine. Also, what you can do is you can switch strings in between each measure. So you can count 1, 2, sorry. You can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a little bit trickier though, okay? You really need to be able to count in your brain to do that. So if you can, then that's fine. That's an option for you. If you can't, then just stick with one string. It's okay. We're still going to get that effect because there's going to be a lot of cellos around and they're all going to be doing different things, okay? So whatever feels the most comfortable to you, or if right now you can do only one string, but then in the future you can add more strings, and that's great. So here we go. Let's go on though. So we made it to those diamond notes, right? Those diamond notes mean you can play any note, literally any note. Now, you can play your lowest note the entire time. You can play your highest note the entire time, or you can find a note up here and play a random note, right? Or up here, a random note, whatever you want, okay? Literally whatever you want. The important thing is that we all go crunch, crunch at the same time, though, okay? So you need to be paying attention to the rhythm of the rhythm in the music, okay? So we're gonna go. Let's do the rhythms really quick. This is 41. 1, 2, and 41. Rest, 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 dun, dun, rest, rest, short, 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 right? It's not gonna sound exactly the same as me right now. Again, you can play any note. You can switch in between each note. You can play 2 notes the same, and then in between those rests, you can switch to another note. Whatever it is that you want. Or you can go rest, 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 rest. Or funky notes up here, right? Go all the way to the end, right? Try to make it sound pretty though, right? 1, 2, right? You can do whatever you want. Any note, literally. This is the one chance you get. Coffee break. Measure 41. Try it with me. Ready? Here we go. Any note you want. And 1, 2, 41. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Okay? Try it again. I'll do some notes on the D string this time. I don't know. 1, 2, ready, and rest, rest. Crispy. Crispy. Okay, I'll do some random notes up here. Ready? Last time. 1, 2, and rest, rest. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Now measure 45 all the way to 50. The end of 50 is exactly the same as the beginning. Okay, so I'm just gonna play through it. Ready? 45? 1, 2, 45. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Now, measure 51 is where it changes. If you have some trouble with 45 to 50, go back to the beginning and figure it out, okay? It's exactly the same thing. It's exactly the same thing. 51 is where you guys have your little solo. Solo means that like you're the most important part. You are the part right now that has notes when everybody else is resting, okay? So they're like doing some really crispy rests, but you're kind of you're interrupting those rests, and you have your own little melody right now during this section, which is kind of cool actually. So let's do the shorts and longs. Ready? They're all shorts, by the way. Just count that rest at the end. 1, 2, 51. Short, 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 rest, rest, short, freeze. Now we want to freeze at the end, okay? Because it adds a really cool effect of like all these shorts and we're all going together and we're all building up, and then freeze at the end. This is like it just adds, it's a pretty cool thing to do, okay? I'm hearing noises. I'm like all alone at school, by the way. It's kind of scary to hear noises. Okay, let's say the note names though. Okay. All right, here we go. Ready? 51. 1, 2, 51. E, 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 D, E, F sharp, G, F sharp, E, E, D, E, rest, rest, E. Okay? So this is the part that you need to be the most confident on. No, actually, no, that's not true. But towards the end of the song, this is where you need to be most confident, because you're the only ones that are playing during those rests, right? Everybody else is kind of rest, rest, short, short. You guys are playing all the way through, okay? So you make sure you're together with everybody else, together with the metronome right now, and you're really confident on this part, okay? Ready? 51, let's put it together. Start on an E, and 1, 2, 51. Rest, rest, freeze, and then down, okay? Let's draw it one more time. Yeah, 45. No, not 45, 51. Sorry. 1, 2, 51. Rest, rest. Okay, so now let's back up to 38, and we're gonna go all the way through to the end. Okay, 38. How many minutes am I doing? Okay, yeah. Okay, that's what I did. 38. Ready? And 1, 2, 38. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Crispy, crispy, crispy. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Sorry. Rest, rest. Rest, rest. Freeze. That was it. All right, I hope this was helpful to all of you. If you, again, you don't have to watch this in one sitting. Let me stop the metronome. Woo. Okay, so you don't have to watch this in one sitting. If you do, that's great. Take it in small chunks. Stop the video, pause, go back, rewind, not rewind, go back, and slow it down if you need to, whatever it is. Again, I'll link that other professional recording of Instinct. If you can, play along with it. If you can't, then maybe this week just practice along with this video, and then next week try it with the recording. Okay. So good luck, everyone. I'll see you hopefully soon. Bye.